Caleb Foster, will see if he starts to get rolling here in the second half. He'll drive it. Boozer and the slam for two.
I know he's turned the ball over. I know he's charged and all that, but there's certain things he's doing that tells me the potential's unlimited.
No, he's a really good player. And as
he'll get a touch to the paint. And banks it up and in on a foul, too. He'll head to the line.
Had zero. He had zero. Didn't
so strong. Takes Cody into the middle and then spins right into his chest.
Up top to Boozer. Boozer, putting time of the shot clock, hops his way into the paint, goes down low. Reverse layup is good for Malik Brown. And he said Army just fit the bill. Shot clock at 4. Curry has it blocked by Boozer.
Boozer can guard guards.
He can also
guard
pass.
Big guys, but he can really pass.
He can really pass.
Never forget one Elton Brand. See, Elton Brand, look at this steal by Boozer.
And there he goes, slams it home.
So Elton Brand was like a 6'7" center.
He had a chance to bring one home, and he certainly did.
Boozer, how about that?
Boozer, a man-child.
I mean, his size coming in as a freshman at 6'9", 250. Oh. Look at this. Go ahead. Yeah.
Is that a good idea? Get out of the passing lanes, Booze. Behind the back. I'm going to go ahead and finish the 2.
Brown whips it cross court to Nicholas Hamenya.
Good pass.
Another member of the freshman class and a good cut there by Brown to lay it in.
Operate off the lane. When he catches the ball 3 steps off the lane, he immediately looks middle and sees Malik Brown.
Rosario for 3. And Evans might have gotten a piece of that and gets the slam at the other end.
How about that pass from Cam Boozer all the way down the floor to a sprinting Isaiah Evans. Play by Dawson and by Kansas.
Boozer open for 3. Count it.
I think they can take Duke to the next level as if they become a better cut. They're a good cutting team, but they can.
Only the 3rd home game of the season here at Cameron for Duke, not including the exhibition they played. Here's a steal for Cameron Boozer. Leading the break. Isaiah Evans, cash money.
Coach I was talking about, you want to go to the NBA, it's not just shooting. You got to play everything. You got to be a basketball player. You got to do everything. And he's doing that.
Cameron Boozer, the steal and the stop. Rebounds, assists, and blocks. Pretty soon he'll lead in steals too. Been playing since he was 6 years old in Italy. Went to a basketball academy when he was 13, 14. And here's good hands. Foster the steal. Boozer the flush. Zonky. After he turned it over the previous possession.
The ball there.
Caden Boozer's pass deflected. His brother saves him, and Malik has it. Duke racking up the steals again. Cameron Boozer, hello.
SEC is very good. It'll be good. It'll be a good competition. No question about it.
What hands?
Doing a good job denying that post entry. Foster. There's the kickback. Shot clock at 8. Oh! That's a man's jam. Cameron Boozer hard to the hole. It's really solid. We've seen him do a little bit of everything, but this is just push up the floor. Boozer hard drive. Big finish. But nobody stopped the dribble. That was 1-on-4. This is do a lot of damage. Look at this. Just Foster off the stutter. Kick for Boozer. Puts it up. He was passing. How did that go down? He was passing it, actually. Compa's laughing. Tremendous. His attacking ability, his footwork. How about that? That was a lob. Yeah.
Boozer to Boozer. Now Cameron trying to brack in Shinulu, and he will. Boy, and you're strong when you can Hayden Boozer in the backcourt together. Cam Boozer gets back to his right hand, lays it in, and is fouled.
In the chest. Off this little pocket pass, knocked back, and then the pivoting to get back to that.
Gumba to Boozer. Boozer 4-3, and Duke is back on
fight, fell behind 10-0. They've had an answer. Duke has that guy. Nobody else does. Bottom of the net. Foster now. Aggressive. Evans. Down low. Boozer the flush.
Game Lipscomb Bison squad.
And the one thing that we saw unfold over that first
Got that answer yet.
Too easy for Cameron.
Wants the high score in the game with a dozen. Boozer gets his own miss. Up and in and one.
There's just no way at that size, use that strength to bully his way to the basket. 6'8" and strong against 6'4".
Red Raiders would love to get healthy in time for conference play. As we mentioned, the Big 12 is so strong this year. A lay-in for Boozer.
Open three. You keep him one-on-one in the post. He's going against Leon Horner at 6'4". Yeah. He just walks him into the middle lane, drop step.
Following up on that 36-point outing, he's got 20 already tonight. What a pass. They play on, and Cam Boozer will finish again.
Floor. That puts
keeping them within striking range. Down by 6, 7.5 to go. Boozer. Long strides into the paint and a chance for three. Cam Boozer will be heading to the line looking for a three-point play.
Georgia Tech has made 6 of their last 7, but stolen away. The steal and the slam. Cameron Boozer makes it a 1-point game.
Cranking up on the defensive end and started there.
The Duke defense has forced 9 straight misses from Georgia Tech.
Spin the zone. The zone has sparked it.
Count it, plus the foul. Cam Boozer.
It has allowed the Blue Devils to rebound and get out in transition.
Georgia Tech had just made 1 of their last 7 threes. Duke playing through Cam Boozer. And why wouldn't you? A chance for a 3-point play. The nation's leading scorer is showing why.
ACC Player of the Year. He's the National Player of the Year right now.
Cameron Boozer just forcing one up, and it goes in.
And he's right. He's looking for the foul. He does a great job turning
in. And this is the largest deficit, not only of the game for Duke, the largest deficit of the season for Duke. 4-man on the floor right now for the Cardinals.
Anytime Louisville misses, they haven't gotten an offensive rebound yet.
Boozer again, and eventually they give it up. Sarr to a trailing Boozer and a chance for 3.
And run some offense, get a score.
And it starts with Foster again. Boozer's open, hits the 3.
Could have been too many. Boozer from 3-point land and knocks it down with the shot clock expiring. But when you
this is where you see Duke invert the ball screen. A guard screening for a big.
But they forgot about number 12. Cutting it to 6, but Boozer with the ball. 13-point lead. Cookies over there. Here's Foster with Boozer. Layup and 1 on the Camden foul. That'll be the 5th on John Camden. To be now 19 points, 10 rebounds, and 3 assists.
While giving up a lot of size, really had no choice other than to go for that steal, ends up getting the hand.
Here's Cameron Boozer spinning, and he's got all 4, and the Blue Devils up for it.
Floor just in a little bit of an interior opening, he finds it, and then
Cameron Boozer backing in on A.J. Rahosi. And the pass underneath, and the lay-in, Malik Brown. The versatility from Boozer on display. On the drive, the step through, the lay-in, Cameron Boozer.
When you run that pick and roll, normally it gets the point guard open. But when teams are doubling, now you're just bringing the extra defender. So Kyle Smith going to an isolation.
Bottom slam, Cameron Boozer.
Look at Brown with the easy
second year of the program for Brown after 2 years at Syracuse. He makes the defensive play. Foster, Boozer. It'll fall, and the foul. Boozer to the free throw line. Brown got it, looking for Boozer for the double-fisted jam.
That earlier,
but from the long rebound, and this is normally it's a good time to get a three, but it
have to play here in the first half for Cameron. Position there, and there's no way you're going to stop that as Cam Boozer. Tremendous player in your own right. Here's the bounce here for Cam Boozer. Pulling his way inside, just unstoppable on plays like that.
To 65.1 points per game. This is a strong defensive team. Because Boozer's so good offensively.
Cam Boozer with the spin. Yes, how pretty. The Wall gives it up to Hammond. Hammond tries to feed inside for the Wall again, rolling to the iron. It never got there. Boozer tiptoeing through and slams it down. 26 to
that at the under 16 media timeout. BC starting 5. Stolen away. The steal and the slam.
Right on cue. A 2 on the floor, but then right here, just anticipating, denying the high. Well, you kill time before the 30-second shot clock begins. It doesn't start till you inbound it.
Boozer! Put it on a poster! Cam Boozer! The one-handed hammer. This is the best of the bunch. Hello! What a first half for gymnastics right here on ACC Network. Jungle, 1 of 2 from the line. Gets his miss, though. Finds Boozer. Two-handed jam. Cam Boozer.
Head on the chest of the offensive player. Look at this hustle right here by Gomba. Nice job of dropping it off.
There's one loss. It doesn't count for 3, though it should. So we can make up the rules as we go along here in the league. There's a bucket for Cameron Boozer, who has had a quiet second half three-point play.
But where do the Blue Devils go when they need a bucket? They find 12 on the interior, and he delivers a nice left.
Big guy coming off 19 points in the loss to Virginia Tech, but a big stumble for the Tigers this week, and batted away by Boozer. On the attack, he slams it home.
He himself as well defensively.
So you've got to really take your hats off to the Blue Devils, especially in this building, how great they are defensively.
I think they're even better today. Boozer to Boozer, got it.
Boozer, veteran Jake Krug that played tennis here, and my granddaughter Ava Krug is a sophomore here. People always say to me, "Oh wow,
Cam Boozer at the slam."
It's the Boozer show now.
Not good news for the Tigers as they bid for the upset. Man, did he tell the story? The Dr. Vitale Frank Sinatra story. Please demand that he tells that story. He had us absolutely in stitches last night. It just swatted away by Boozer.
Bucket of the second half, knocked down a 3.
Similar to SMU. Now they're going to their zone. No.
They go to Boozer for an easy dunk.
Screen I was talking about here, you're going to see it coming. It's watch Gungba here. He's going to come up for that screen, and that's the way you do it here. Here comes the screen. He pins off. Boom. Plays right behind his own.
54-34. Boozer.
Why leave the ball? Why leave the ball? Even bigs can guard the perimeter.
Another touch for Boozer. On Kyle. Has him on the hip. Still working. Racing is so strong with that lower half.
Boozer to Boozer. Gale defending him. Cadeau the double. Boozer scores. Pick and roll. Now Gale on him. Boozer behind the back. Nice pass.
Boy, Boozer just in a crowd fighting with 2 hands to get that rebound.
Up to 7 rebounds now and give him a bucket and more. 3-point game inside 2 minutes to go.
Good pass.
Boozer for 3.
But not legal in the NCAA.
And Notre Dame cannot challenge that because there's not a whistle on the play. Boozer with a stop on the dish.
Freshman, first year. And so with that, we'll just call DeRitter a first year because with only 2 years of eligibility, it's hard to call him a freshman.
I believe that was Mr. Jefferson's idea. Switched in by Boozer.
It was.
The National Player of the Year candidate. Likely the front runner. Leaning inside for Deuce.
But remember, Chester Ritter on the bench.
Aren't we all, by the way, under 10 minutes to go?
Not you, my friend. Well, everyone but you. You need no haircut.
One thing I got going on right now. Emenya trying to dump it down low. Boozer off the fake. Hit again, and he made that one.
versus Miami and versus North Carolina in this building, but he struggled since then.
Boozer,
which has allowed them to build the 5-point lead.
Boozer in the lane, banks it up, and they're going to count that on continuation. They will.
It is harder to coach talent, but if you ask Coach Seth Greenberg, sitting in the studio right now, it is more difficult, especially.
I think they have to be physical. They've got to defend the paint, and they have to rebound at a really high level. If they don't rebound, they can't get into their transition game.
Look at the footwork from Cameron.
3 on Cameron Boozer is what Bogovac wants.
Cam Boozer looks off the defender and hits the three.
One-on-one in the post for Boozer.
With Vessar, the 7-footer. Getting as close as he can and finishing with the left. He has been the best player in college basketball this year, and just about everybody who comes to watch him.
Got a screen away from the ball that brought him back to the ball. Boozer again. They can't guard him. They just
unable to get going.
Evans will fire. No, he has not scored in the second half. Boozer tries one. Got that one. He nails the 3. Give him 18. Number 2 seed Virginia is into the semis. And so are the Miami Hurricanes. And a lay-in by Cam Boozer give him 20 points tonight.
It's a zone by Florida State trying to see if they can get the perimeter shot. But you don't want it from that guy, OB.
It's 41% out there.
Even the easy ones become difficult. R.J. Godfrey missing a point-blank layup, knowing his team has been struggling on the offensive end.
Boozer again inside for 2.
Boozer has the ability to handle the basketball, 6'9", 250, sweeping over the top, finishing off the wrong leg. Great, and so you have to have him making plays.
From the corner, it won't go for Shaw. Second effort.
What a terrific play. That was unbelievable. That was as tenacious as you can see. Wow, watch this play here. Look at that offensive rebound. The head fake. He gets it off.
Shoots it at 33% from downtown.
Very imaginative on the offensive end. Look at the games.
Speaking of jumper is seen this season in double figures.
This club really swarms a little on defense.
Boozer loops it up and in.
That's smart, didn't
The 10. Folefek driving in on Homenya. Folefek blocked by Boozer. The answer is not there for Boozer. Tip attempt. Boozer inside. Double pump. The defense from Sarr. Folefek one-on-one with Boozer. Folefek spins. Boozer sticks with him. Denied. Shooting 28% in the second half.
There's that back screen to load up. Look at the mismatch they have.
Get it to Boozer, and that is too easy. As
It's got to be difficult. I can only imagine.
It is 34-18 in the second half. Boozer up top. Big finish by Brown.
And mentally.
It's all Duke. The screen from Evans, a switch. Boozer's got the smaller Jackson. Boozer tried to drive it. Good defense. The banker goes. Plus the foul.
I think that's what Duke fans have been waiting for. Him to take.
Well, I'm not sure Dad ever made a move like that.
A little smooch in D.C.
Misses on a 3. Long rebound by Stewart.
Duke's done a great job on the perimeter D. Here
Reed
goes again.
Oh, rejected. Do not go in there on Cameron Boozer.
He's doing it all. Offense, defense.
A message rejection by the big fella.